They don't have money, but they're funny, and they're coming to your country. They're the backpack.bandits.
Welcome back, bandits. Hope you are having a great day. In this video, you'll see us hanging out in Arusha, and later on we will be visiting a very beautiful lake, Lake Duluti.
Oh, that's a pizza, and this pizza is going to touch my soul. I have no idea what Akdi is going to eat, but I know that I'm going to eat this and enjoy it and
looks
love
legit.
It and appreciate it.
Bacon pizza.
Strangely enough, Tanzania is not a big cheese consumer, and the bread they eat is horrible, but the best pizza I've ever had in my life has been there. Make it make sense.
Oh. Can I get 3 more?
Wow.
It's really good. Hi, my name is Simon, and I have a pizza addiction.
The house we were staying in had 2 dogs, and one of them gave birth when we first arrived, and we were lucky enough to enjoy the cuteness of these puppies.
Is your child about getting her shots today? Look at the chat box for it.
Because there were constant electric outages in this area, almost every day we had to go out to work. Sometimes we went to Kitamo, which is a great cafe/restaurant that's open 24/7. And sometimes we came to the Sheraton Hotel, which is also open at all times, and the Wi-Fi is pretty stable here. It's a bit more expensive, but they have great pizza and very good service. This evening, we popped up in Kapong Bar like we usually do, and we wanted to get some drinks. We saw the pool table and we thought it would be fun to play. There was a line, so we had to play with the guy who won the last game before us. We teamed up with Simon, and this guy that we played against, he was really good and he definitely wiped us out. Yeah, but we were just playing for fun. Anyways, when we were about to leave, a lady came up to us and told us that we had to pay for playing. Now, we were there for about 40 minutes and we didn't see anybody else paying for anything. So Simon asked one random guy if he paid to play pool, and the guy said no. Basically, we were getting scammed. I don't even know if they were working there, but we didn't pay anything to them, and they came after us, but we told them that we will not pay because nobody else was paying. That's the type of scamming that might happen that we also talked about earlier. So just be careful and try to get some help from locals.
Tell me if I am not the luckiest girl in the world.
Chicken sandwiches, fried chicken sandwiches, made by your boy.
My husband is the best.
Take a bite.
Well, don't get me.
Too late. Titties. Look at that giant butterfly.
Where is it?
Right by the door. Hey guys, welcome to MTV Cribs. You know, the new fashion for houses is half house, half outside. It comes with a pet dog, and a pet frog. Oh, don't run away now, Kermit. In our house, we can slip, slide, rip and ride.
It's crazy.
Down on a gangster ride. The best way to keep a clean kitchen is keep half of the dining room open. I love our little half house.
I'm so glad. I always wanted a pet frog.
Yeah, I've always wanted a very wet kitchen floor.
So it's been raining like crazy for the past couple of minutes now. I guess this is the rainy season.
Sitting here in Arusha, having tea, enjoying this nice weather in between the rain, watching these cute dogs fight.
na familia yangu yote. Ule mwezi wa 6 kwa damu ya Yesu na familia yangu yote na siku zake zote. Najipatanisha na mwezi wa 7 na siku zake zote. Najipatanisha nao kwa damu ya Yesu.
Today we're walking through the slums of Sonowari on our way to Duluti, Lake Duluti in Tanzania. We're gonna try to just see the lake, maybe possibly canoe.
We're gonna tell you if it's worth going.
It's probably not going to be, but let's see what happens. On the road again, on our way to Duluti in a nice AC car. It's gonna be a good day, hopefully.
The interesting thing about Arusha, Tanzania, is that it's actually a very important place in African politics. It's the place that hosts the African Court for the African Union, so it's like The Hague for all of the continent, and it's also the headquarters for the East African community. But when you're living in Arusha, you see poverty like you've never experienced, and this is what makes me remember Washington, D.C. in my country. In the United States, the most powerful nation in the world, the capital is also a place full of ghettos, full of poverty, full of crime. It's a shame.
We outside, out in nature, but something's burning. Somebody's cooking and grilling. You know, we could have got some free barbecue with that church group. Please, in the name of Jesus, feed us.
Yeah, too much Jesus going on today.
Jesus is everywhere. That means there must be a sign. We're protected today.
It took about like 30 minutes to get here from
Absolutely.
Arusha Center.
So we called an InDrive car. InDrive is an app you can use in Tanzania to get taxis to take you places, and you know the prices beforehand. And it cost about $10 to make it here from Sanawari, Arusha to Lake Duluti. My first impressions of it was that it really reminded me of Louisiana, how the water is very marshy and green, and how there's a lot of trees around you, and how the weather around it is very humid.
Big mount here, they call Mount Meru. And this one is a crater lake. But when the Mount Meru erupted, the earthquake that was happening, the mount was split down. So the source of the water is underground.
So after wandering around a bit, Akdi and I found the place where we can take the boat ride on Lake Duluti. And the thing about Tanzania and a lot of places in East Africa, you can't do anything without a tour guide. And the tour guide is there to, of course, protect you and keep you safe and provide information, but also they want money. And just to be honest, you know, I think I'm strong enough as a man to be able to canoe by myself. And yeah, if you gave us a life jacket, I think we could do this without a tour guide. But I understand every country has their own rules and the way they do things, and that's okay. But the thing that made this situation very weird for me, and I remember this day very vividly, as I felt very alienated from the tour guide. He was very kind, very respectful, very informative, and very soft-spoken. But I remember feeling so alienated from him because I knew that he was expecting some money from me. And being in Tanzania and in East Africa during this time, during our trips, everybody felt like they were trying to bloodsuck us, like they were trying to leech from us. And I felt like I couldn't really enjoy the experience because I always felt like in the back of my head, man, I gotta give this guy some cash at the end. And while we were riding on the lake, there was a lot to see that was very beautiful. There were trees, there were animals that were very fascinating, and he was explaining the names of these animals and why they make certain sounds and why they do what they do, and I was very interested in it. But I couldn't be fully engaged in the experience because I always felt, man, this is just a price grab. I always felt that.
That's Mount Meru over there. Still want to do it or no?
I'm not white enough and rich enough to do it.
I'm not white enough or rich enough to do it. That's kind of similar to a Turkish word, bülbül.
Really?
And it's also a type of bird.
Yeah, the same species.
But I've never heard that sound before in Turkey.
Okay, but also this tropical bulbul can sense different sounds.
Yeah.
Sometimes I go like.
All in all, Lake Duluti is a beautiful place, and you should go there and visit it if you ever get the opportunity. One thing that we didn't capture during this journey was the chicken lady's house. There's a mansion on top of a hill near Lake Duluti that's very far away and it's hard to grasp on camera, but the tour guide told us that this house was owned by the chicken lady. And the chicken lady was apparently a woman who was a chicken baron. She owned either a chicken farm or a chicken processing plant or a chicken cutting business or a chain of chicken restaurants. I don't know, something. She sold chicken in Africa, and she made so much money slanging chicken that she was able to build a beautiful house on top of a lake in Africa. Of course, she's a white woman.
Maisha Metafa.
Maisha Marafa.
Maisha Metafa.
So we decided to walk along the trail around the lake. The guy told us it was about 4 kilometers.
It's very pretty. It's very fresh air.
By the way, if you want to know, I didn't tip the tour guide because I didn't have any extra cash. But if you do go to Lake Duluti after seeing this video and this guy's your tour guide, give him some extra ones. He's really cool. Tell him Simon sent you. And he said thanks.
Oh man, I'm tired.
So we're leaving Lake Duluti.
Yeah.
And it was very nice.
Yeah.
I think it's a place that you can come if you're around the area.
Nice
And
little lake to do some canoeing. Nice little track around the lake to do some walking. It's really peaceful and quiet. Reminds me a lot of Louisiana. A lot of cool animals though. If you're into bird watching, there's a lot of like hummingbirds, singing birds, birds that dive that look like ducks. I forgot the names, but it's if you're into animal watching, bird watching, it's cool.
And also I just want to mention that when I looked online, it said that there was an entrance fee around $12, but we didn't pay any entrance fee. I don't know if we were lucky
We paid
or
15 to canoe
yeah.
each. 15 to canoe each.
Well, we thought we were gonna canoe, but actually it ended up being like a boat tour. It was good. I'll give it a solid 7.
Same. So we're taking the bus back. This wasn't too bad. Let's see how long this takes. Doesn't smell bad in here like I thought it would. I thought it would. That's the low key why I didn't want to come. I thought it was gonna smell super bad.
We just got out of the bus.
Yeah.
And I'm so glad that we took the bus because it was super cheap. It was 600 shillings per one person. So that's like what, 10 cents?
Yeah. And now we're about to go eat. We're about to go grow.
We're about to drink.
We're about to drink up. This plate right here, how much was that?
No, you 8,000
For that plate, like that exact plate right there? You never feel like you're getting a real honest price because people just tell you shit, which is why I asked for the menu.
I have a feeling that it's hard for locals to pay $4 for dinner here.
Yeah.
I just don't find it realistic.
Yeah, I don't find it realistic at all. And that's the thing. It's not about the price. It's about the trust.
One of the very good practices that happens in East Africa at restaurants is that they bring this water bucket to you in a pan for you to wash your hands. It's very hygienic and very clean. And I think they do that because a lot of the food like ugali, you're supposed to eat with your hands.
You got beans, meat,
Vegetables.
rice. I got chicken and fries.
It's a lot of rice too. That looks good.
One of the good things about East Africa is that they grill and roast chicken very well. And also they do beef very well. I remember vividly eating this beef stew with this rice and it was magnificent. But the fries are never crispy. And I don't know if that's because they like it that way or because they aren't using the right oil. Either way, thanks for watching and check out more Backpack Bandits videos in Tanzania and more parts of Africa.
I'm so full and so drunk.
And I beat Simon in chess.
That never happened because I was always black.
You can't say that.